Okay, I'm recording now.
Yeah, it's clobbering time.
Welcome to the Hardly Heroes Podcast.
Hey yo, from the halls of justice to the temple of doom, the space wizards return in earnest sonic the boom, pulling swords from stones, throwing rings into volcanoes, water full of witches, I'm inevitably Thanos. Voltron made a lions, Wakanda with a panther, Walker Mars, Darker Manhattan, Spocket for an answer. Live long and prosper, the force will be with you always. No work in all plays, shining like blood-filled hallways. Come and play with us, we all float down here. Say our name 3 times and we hopefully appear. Team full of psychics, super soldiers and weirdos. Some people call us sidekicks because we hardly heroes.
Welcome to Hardly Heroes, a podcast dedicated to movies, TV, and everything geek-related. I'm your host, Buddy, the Mad King, number one Mike, a.k.a. the best of all time, a.k.a. the founder, a.k.a. the greatest, a.k.a. wannabe Black Goat.
Okay, I was going to say.
Checking in on the second mic, you got your boy LaDonathan Jenkins, a.k.a. Daniel Scalardo, a.k.a. L. Don Hubbard, a.k.a. Don Dilly. Go ahead,
and this
Dave.
is all the way down at fifth mic, Cheese Whiz, a.k.a. Schmeezy, a.k.a. TT, a.k.a. Tater Tot.
No.
A.k.a. Cheesy Whiz Tater Tots.
a.k.a. Tebe.
A.k.a. Tay Bay.
We gave you
Dilly.
Tebe.
Thank you. Thanks, Shin.
Welcome to episode 241. It is December 17th, 2020. If you're new to the show, go to hardlyheroes.com. You can find all about us, our bios, about people we talk about, lingo, nicknames, all the cool stuff, all our socials, all the goods, all the little deets to Hardly Heroes.
www.hardlyheroes.com.
Boom shakalaka.
So let's just see what's on the docket this week, you guys. We got
just jumping
Let's talk
right
about it.
We got all streamed up. We're going to be talking about what are the heroes streaming right now. We got Get It Made, where the heroes basically pick a movie or series that hasn't been made but needs to be made. Okay. And then we got Overrated, Underrated. And then we got Dilly's Gaming Corner, of course. We got some Sidekick Mayo from Christopher Neal, Mammy, and Brother James.
All right.
So real quick, a word from our sponsors, Sector 7 Salon. So even though we are shut down due to the COVID-ness of the world, the California stay-at-home order, we're shut down and it sucks. But our retail store is still open. And I know that you guys need some stuff for the holidays. Okay, we've got local nerdy art. We got Birdie and Bean. We've got Marvel Series 1 cards. We've got vintage Playboys. We've got old board games. We've got a Yoda puzzle, which is super dope. We've got a vintage Barbie that I actually don't want to sell because I hella love her and I change her clothes every week. But we have a Trump
Cool stuff.
We have a Trump Playboy that actually there's a bidding war for right now.
There is
We're
the
up to
bidding
50
war.
bucks.
There's not a pachinko machine that they have. That's
There's
super
no
awesome. The Dilly ones. They don't have that.
No, that's been put on hold by Dilly. But yeah, so you can check us out on all of our socials. If you did want to visit our retail store, just reach out to us because we're not open technically to the public, but we can sell things. You can come in and buy stuff. And we're also still looking for stylists. So I honestly, these chairs are about to start running out. I'm telling you. I'm telling
The
you
word's
guys.
getting out.
The word's getting out, and we're about to blow up. So anyway,
The spot is hot. The spot is hot right now.
It's so hot right now, you guys. So hot right now. So
It's
anyway,
So hot
so dope.
right now.
if you guys want to take a tour of the salon, you can get all of our socials are at Sector 7 Salon or any of the Hardly Heroes socials.
Bam.
All right, you
There
guys,
it
let's get into this. Okay, so we're not talking Mando this week because we're gonna save it for next week's finale.
Yes, we are.
But we
Yes,
are
yes.
just we're gonna go around the round table and see what you got, what we're all streaming. Okay, because during COVIDia, who isn't sitting at home streaming stuff? Even though Buddy and Dilly actually are essential workers, so
I'm essential.
you guys are still working like full time.
It's not very fun.
Well, I'm not like technically making money working as a hairstylist, but I am still have tons of stuff I have to do at the salon in the building. So I'm working full time. I'm just not making full time money. So that's pretty cool.
I'd almost like to be an essential game player at this
Ooh.
point in time. That would be quite nice.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Designated gamer.
Yeah, aren't there gamers that do just make money? You got to get a Twitch stream.
I do have a Twitch. I had a Mixer channel, but they canceled that. But I still have my Twitch.
Do you make any money?
No, I mean, I haven't really got to that level yet. But I haven't, fully dedicated myself because I do have a job to work.
Well, I feel like
but I have some, there's some followers for sure.
Dilly might get upset for me for saying this, but who he would remind me of is Gray Bush.
Who?
You know what that is?
Oh,
from
Gray
Grandma's
Bush.
Boy.
Wait, Dilly reminds you of that?
Well, because he's the older guy that beats all the younger kids at video games, and they call him Gray Bush, and that's who Dilly reminds me of. Because he
I just remember the dude like in the Vader chair or whatever. He's like the developer guy.
Adios, turd nugget.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
You need to give that.
I'll go full Gray Wolf for sure.
Full Gray
Dilly,
Wolf.
I think if you really put your mind to it, we could get you a full-time gamer.
Let's make that happen
I think you have the personality. You're funny.
Let's make this happen.
Let's do it. Let's promote your Twitch.
My Mixer channel was lit, but they took it away. Like now I can't. Before I used to be able to just stream right from my Xbox, right? But now if I were to do Twitch, I'd have to get a camera and run it through like have everything. And I'm just, I was just on a console having fun.
What happened with the Mix channel? They just don't do that anymore?
It was called Mixer, and they discontinued it. I think because they're looking to go to. I don't know if this is true, but I think Facebook is gonna have a gaming platform, streaming platform similar to what Mixer was, and then that will become kind of like the new thing for sure.
That new
streamers.
Okay, well, let's get into All Streamed Up. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. Yeah.
All right. What are you streaming, Dill?
So I've been streaming my Hanger Ones, brushing up on my alien activities and whatnot. But I recently hit up the Red Box, for some titles, and I checked out this movie theatrical release called Unhinged.
Okay.
It has Russell Crowe in it. Russell Crowe.
Wow.
And a couple other, the lead actress, I'm not sure of her name. He's like, the main actor. But I saw the trailer. It looked kind of cool, like right up my alley. It's like a suspense thriller. Similar to like Falling Down style, but very like up to date. Like, so it kind of plays out like this lady's basically in traffic and she kind of cuts this guy off, or he's sitting at a light actually.
Okay.
And the light turns green, right? And she's like behind him. And she just lays on her horn and gets all pissed off. And she's like in a hurry, has to get her kid dropped off. And kind of turns into like this road rage incident that just sets off this whole chain of events that is just absolutely insane.
Are you serious?
There's a ton of violence in it. Like I knew it was going to be wild, but the amount of violence and just everything that they showed was like on that next level. And I really appreciated that they didn't go light on it. They went heavy. Like in Russell Crowe, it plays a super like crazy, like just got fired from his job before he got his pension. Wife left him, house is gone, like everything that could possibly go wrong. And then he just snaps and kind of these sequence of events plays out as he takes it out on this person who he road raged on that kind of did him wrong. So. But I won't give everything away, but a good watch. It definitely keeps you on the edge of your seat. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. Like
I want to watch it.
Some of the stuff he does, it was like borderline horror movie. Like some
really? I did just look at the cast and I don't recognize a lot of the people except for Russell Crowe. And he's large and in charge in this. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's got that COVID 150. He's a big boy now. Is he?
This isn't Gladiator Russell Crowe. This is Thor, Russell Crowe.
Oh, Fat Thor.
Fat Thor, yeah. He's a big boy.
Is he? I didn't know he had gained weight.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you knew that? Because he's hot.
He's not like in.
He's not like Alec Baldwin, right?
He's like the dude from Cheers now. That's in some of the movies.
He's not like Gladiator Russell Crowe.
Definitely not.
Wait, who are you talking about, Dilly?
You know the dude that was he's in a God, he played in the pen. What the F was that show called? The Paradox Theory, or where the aliens, that it's a trilogy. And the first one, like this big alien comes to the city, and it's a trilogy, but they're all different. But he's in the third one. He was also in Cheers. He's like
who was he in Cheers?
Damn it. Maybe I'm no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He's from, it's the dad from Roseanne. The dad from Roseanne. Yeah.
Arnold.
He's like, Russell Crowe's like almost built like him.
Oh, really?
He's that big. Yeah.
He's that big.
He's a big boy.
Shut it, because Arnold is big.
Arnold? I don't think his name's Arnold.
Yeah, no, the guy from Roseanne, something Arnold.
The dad from Roseanne.
Yeah, Arnold.
No, you're thinking of Tim Arnold, or what? Tom
Arnold. The dad
Or,
from Roseanne. His last name is Arnold for sure.
I don't think so.
What? You guys are crazy.
So why don't I should know these things?
Something Arnold. His name is something Arnold.
I don't think so.
Something.
You guys are...
I need answers right now.
Okay. Look,
John,
right here.
Is it John something?
Oh, it's John Goodman.
There you go. John Goodman.
Oh my God.
Arnold. I'm like, what the hell is she's talking about?
Oh God, you guys, I can't.
He's on John Goodman status.
We can't look. Just don't listen to anything I ever say. But also,
it's gonna be, dude. The sidekick sanctorum is gonna blow up over that.
This episode is headed in the right direction.
There's a guy I know. He's
gosh.
like a big guy, and it's something Arnold.
I think you're thinking of Tom Arnold.
Not Tom. I don't think it's Tom.
Just thinking of Hey Arnold.
Anyway, moving on, buddy. What are you streaming?
Move on.
Oh man, so I wanted to rewatch because they're on HBO Max. I rewatched Lord of the Rings.
Really?
So I watched all 3 of them already.
What about the Hobbs?
No, nobody wants to watch the Hobbs. I'm all about the original.
Yeah.
So I watched that, but I saw something that caught my eye that I thought I would watch.
What is it?
And I was like real steamy about it. Thought it'd be really good. So I'm like sitting down. I'm like, all right, here we go. This would be real fun to watch. Picard.
Did you on CBS
Yeah.
All Access? And
I couldn't get through the first episode. The
You're
acting
crazy.
is terrible.
Is that bad?
Dude,
No.
his daughter or whoever she's supposed to be is
It's not her daughter. It's not his
terrible.
daughter. You're so stupid.
She's so bad.
She's not that bad.
She's bad.
You need to give it another. Get to the second episode.
Oh, I
I'm telling
tried
you,
to get through the
Even make
first.
it.
This is total bullshit.
It's so bad, dude. Dill,
Are you
I'm
kidding me?
telling you.
It's
Sounds
not-
crappy.
I actually wanted
not
to end
getting-
it. I was thinking about not finishing it and going to start Discovery because Discovery looks better than this.
No, Discovery is really good, but Picard gets good reviews. So you're totally wrong.
Don't think so.
Yeah.
There.
I'm pissed about this, brother. This
Sounds
is.
pretty bad.
I think you need to. Did you finish it?
No, I told you I'm about 3/4 of the way through. When he starts running away, like where she's running and he's like helping her through it, and she's just so bad at it.
She's not that bad.
Yeah, where she's like, "Mom, well, when I didn't tell you that. How did you know that?" And I was just like, "Oh my gosh, it's so bad." It's like not believable at all.
Brother, you need to go to the second. Just watch the second. Just finish it and go to the second episode. I'm serious.
It's
Apparently there was growing
terrible.
pains. You have to go to episode
Sometimes
2.
to get through a little bit, you have to like get into the story a bit.
You got to get into the character.
But I do recommend that you
It was cool
absolutely
seeing Data though.
start watching Discovery.
Well, it's one or the other. Which
Okay.
one do you want?
Discovery.
So I'm stopping Picard.
Well, because you know what? I'm not going to be able to deal if you don't like Picard. I can't deal with that. Okay.
He is great, but the supporting cast is not looking good.
I just won't be able to deal with it. He's so amazing, and
He
the
is
show is
amazing. Yes,
show is
he is a
good.
great actor. She is not.
okay. That's fine. It's not okay. I'm so sorry. It doesn't have a star-studded cast.
When you have somebody of his caliber, you should.
You know what? It's just he makes everybody look worse. He's like a
He didn't on Star Trek. He brought everybody else up with him.
I
Just
don't know. I
saying.
can't. I'm so stunned by
crap.
this. I don't even have
It's bad. It sounds like.
No,
bad.
Dilly, don't.
I want
Dilly,
Billy to watch it just so he can see what I'm talking about. It's so
After
bad.
this review, I don't know if I can go near it.
brother, why did you do this?
What do you mean? It's
Don't turn
terrible.
people off to this.
I have one more stream show I need to talk
Oh,
about.
sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to.
But unless Sterling's, is he done yet? Or
Yeah, no, go ahead, dude. You do you.
it
boo
sounds like
thing.
a terrible show, so I'm probably not going to watch that. But there's another one on Netflix. It's called We Are the Champions, and it's like it has I think 6 or 7 episodes, and it's just about like random stuff that people do. Like the first one's about the cheese rolling contest that they do, and like I don't know where it's at, like Ireland or something. Where these people like flail themselves down this hill like once a year, and there's different categories of the race to chase this wrapped up cheese. And they,
We
you know,
need to
they
get
injure
people
themselves.
there.
It's like it's
Something I
the
wanna
jam.
do.
If you win, like you're the thing for that year. You get your picture taken, you get the cheese. But it's just crazy. Like people do this stuff. And there's another one about a chili eating contest, a frog jumping contest that they do in Angels Camp, not too far from here.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'll let you move forward with yours, but We Are the Champions on Netflix.
Maybe we should go down Hardly Heroes and we'll go cover the frog jumping championship.
Or maybe
Yeah.
I'm the cheese that they're chasing in the cheese chasing contest.
I like that.
And then they win me and they get to eat me.
Gross.
Anyway,
So yeah, moving on here.
I
Next.
actually like to hear what Dilly's streaming because I feel like he watches stuff that I'm not watching. And I'm like,
Mhm.
what? I need to check this out.
No, it's good. There's a
Dilly-
dancing, like a dog dancing, like humans dancing with dogs episode. And it's
Have
like
you guys-
serious business. Like Russia will handle it.
Have you guys ever seen you know how there's like equestrian like horse shows where the horses jump over the
Mhm.
gates and stuff?
Mhm.
Mhm.
There's one, I don't know what it's called, but it's a real thing where they have like a fake horse. It's like a horse on a stick, and the person is the one
Oh,
running
yeah.
around and jumping over.
Oh,
I've seen that.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
That sounds great.
It's like the most amazing thing to watch, honest to God. Anyway, my turn here is that I just want to tell you guys that I actually haven't been streaming anything lately, but I am reading a book that is available to stream on Hulu. So I haven't watched the show. I've heard it's a good show, but I'm reading Little Fires Everywhere. Have you guys heard of that?
No,
Read it?
I have heard of it.
Seen the show? It's actually
a chick movie or
Mammy told me about it.
like a Monterey 5 type of thing.
no, that was called Big Little Lies. That's why you're upset
I'm
because it's
thinking
called
it's the
Little Fires Everywhere, and
Okay.
because there's one word that's the same, Dilly's upset.
Mhm. I automatically stereotyped it into that bracket of just
But you know what,
Garbage.
Dilly? I do want to tell you this also. In Big Little Lies, Renee,
Zellweger.
with her, what's her name?
Renee
No.
Zellweger.
No, not Renee Zellweger. The spoon girl, Reese Witherspoon.
Witherspoon, yeah.
Geez, you're having a hard time with people.
So
today.
Reese Witherspoon is in Big Little Lies, but she's also in
See?
Little Fires Everywhere.
Ooh, that's not
See,
good.
I already told you this is
Oh,
some
you don't like
Monterey 5
Witherspoon?
business.
No, just don't double cast.
It's not a double cast. She's just in a different TV show with the same word in it. That's not.
Same type of name though. Like
It's
It's
not.
the same show.
You guys are so stupid. It's completely different. I hate you guys so
it
much.
sounds bad, but keep going. Is it good?
It's
Tell us
so
about it.
good. It's kind of like an intrigue, a little bit of mystery. You don't really know what's going on, and it's the story is unfolded like very well. Like the author is just like painting this picture where you don't really know what's going on, and she's constantly like undercut. Like you're like constantly like under or what's the word I'm looking for? Like you're just like discovering things as you go along. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you can't guess it. That's what I'm saying. You can't guess
Okay.
it. You're always like, oh my God, is that what's happening?
You're always at the edge
You
of
don't
your
really
seat.
guess it ahead of time.
Keeps you guessing.
It really
One
does, you
might
guys.
say.
Like you can't, you know how a lot of times you're like, I know where this is going.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like that. It's like, it's really, I've read it. It's been like 4 days and I'm on,
It lies to you. It
I
lies.
have like 4 pages left.
Okay.
So anyway, I recommend. So, well, I don't know because it's COVID, but I want to watch it with my book club, who's sister and Mammy. That's our book club. And Bird and I actually talked about starting a Hardly Heroes book club. So maybe we just get Bird in there and then we have it. But we were talking about getting together and watching the series. So I could let you guys know eventually if it's good, but I just wanted to, I wanted to recommend that. I think it's on Hulu. And I actually, you know what I think? I think both of you guys should watch one episode of Big Little Lies. The Monterey.
Big Little Lies or
watch
Little
it.
Fires Everywhere.
No, Big Little Lies. Because
I've seen that before. It's bad.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, they're like, aren't you the Monterey Five?
No, you saw a
No.
preview. You're such an idiot. You saw a preview.
Oh,
You've never
that's
seen
that
the
show?
show.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Aren't
No,
you the
that's-
Monterey Five?
No, that's Big Little
That's what
Lies.
you just told us to watch.
I'm talking about Little Fires Everywhere.
That's, you just said watch an episode of
Yeah,
Big Little Lies.
That's what I think you guys should watch because you always talk so much shit.
I've seen it. I've seen a bunch
No,
of
you
those
saw a
episodes.
preview of it.
No, I've seen, my wife watched it, the whole thing.
You're part of the Monterey Five.
Aren't you the Monterey Five?
Moving on, our second segment of the show. I hate you guys so much. I need to do a show with people that are cooler.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Be
Okay, our
my
next-
guest.
Our next segment is Get It Made.
Who wants to go first? Cheese?
I can go first.
All right.
This is going to be probably so obvious, and it's actually perfect that you mentioned Picard because this is the show I want. Because we all know that I'm a big Star Trek fan, but my favorite, even though The Next Generation is my favorite series, Spock is my favorite character of all time. He's my man. I think he's super hot, and I love his blue eyeshadow in the original series. And I love the character that they cast, or the guy that they cast for the newer Star Treks. And anyway, Spock is my jam. He's my man. And I want a Picard series, but a Spock series. But I guess Picard is more after the Enterprise. I'd actually like to maybe go before or something, kind of just really dive into. And you get to see a lot of Spock's life before in some of the movies, but I would love a series just completely dedicated to Spock. It's just Spock all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Just Spock.
Spock.
Just Spock.
Spock.
Maybe we just call it that, just Spock.
Just Spock.
But that's what I would want. I want it to be several seasons, maybe 10 episodes, 40-minute long episodes, maybe go 4 seasons. And I want it to be on, maybe not Netflix, maybe HBO.
Go.
Well, it would probably be CBS All Access because I think they own Star Trek rights. But I'd like it to be that type of series, just really good, very well written, super well cast. I don't want no bullshit on this.
That's a good.
I want it bad.
Spock.
Yours is good.
Okay. What do
I
you
think
got?
mine's going to be better because I actually feel like Dilly and me might be aligned on this one for once.
Okay.
I wanted him to be proud of me on my pick.
What you
Okay.
got?
So this is a movie I want remade, and it is Christine.
You want a remake?
A remake of Christine.
Yes.
Okay.
Fantastic. Yeah.
I still wanted an old car, but
Okay.
I was thinking the car I was thinking of, I thought, Bel Air, because they
Prius?
do. No, not a Prius. Still older.
What about a VW Bug?
No, not a Bug. I was thinking a Lincoln Continental.
Oh,
That's-
okay.
Yeah. Yeah. With
That's
some
good.
suicide doors. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
That's what's up.
But
I like
I
it.
was thinking, something like that, and more of it be actually really dark and kind of a lot more horror than the original.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a Christine or a girl in mind that you would cast?
Well, it's a guy that has the car.
Right.
No, but what about the girl that gets the blood splashed on her and stuff?
That's
Isn't she
Carrie.
the main character?
Yeah.
That's Carrie.
Yeah. Do you have someone you would cast for Carrie?
I didn't have any.
No, that's a different movie. That's
Yeah.
called Carrie.
Wait, that's not the same movie.
No, we're talking about Christine, where the car is killing people.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
It's like a red, like old school Ford, I think.
I know it's
No.
Plymouth.
Okay.
God, I
Plymouth.
just
Like
never
cherry
get it
red,
right.
like it gets
Yeah.
all smashed up and
Or no,
it,
it's
it
yeah.
gets all close to the driver and it like pops itself out. Freaking,
Yeah.
is that a Stephen King?
I don't remember. I don't believe it's a Stephen
You guys,
King
that's
movie.
so funny because I legit thought that
Yeah, that's a good movie.
this whole time was a Stephen King movie,
That's one of my favorites, actually.
and I think this whole time I thought it was the Carrie movie. Like I thought it was called Christine. Like I thought the girl's name was Christine.
Oh yeah, you're right. It is a Stephen King book.
Is it really? And
Mhm.
a car is murdering people? That
Yeah.
sounds.
Mhm. Like anybody that
It's so
does the
cool.
owner wrong, basically gets
Oh, okay. Does the owner know that his car kills people for him?
yes.
Yes.
After
Dude.
a couple murders.
I didn't
Okay.
even have anybody I picked, but I think it could be really fun, especially if I don't want the car to be brand new, but I still think a newer car would be
Version.
fun.
Right.
You know, I think it'd be a lot
Continental's
of
good.
fun.
It's a good choice. I like
Yeah,
that.
because it's still a big car. It's got the suicide doors. You know, it's
Mhm.
convertible. They do come in a convertible. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that's my.
No, that's a good call.
I
I would
like it.
watch
I
it
like
for
it.
sure. I'm
Even
into
though I
it.
obviously don't know what movie it is. It's a good
It's a
movie.
scary
You
movie.
should
It's a
watch it. It's a
scary.
good-
I know I should see it.
Can you stream that anywhere?
I don't.
I haven't run
I
across
didn't
it in
see
a
it
long time.
anywhere. I haven't seen
Probably-
it in a long time.
They might keep that one under
Miss it.
wraps.
I know. I feel like I don't see a lot of Stephen King's pop up, but you know what I actually did see pop up streaming was Misery.
I haven't
That's a
seen
good
that
one. I'm your
And-
biggest
Oh,
fan.
watch
Yeah.
Logan had never seen it,
Oh.
so he
That's-
was kind of like, I've seen it a few times and I love that movie. And
Yeah.
it's not scary; it's just creepy. You know,
It's
and
suspenseful.
It's very suspenseful.
He smashes his legs with
Right,
a
but-
sledgehammer.
He was like he was like doing something, like he was getting up or something. It was about to like foot crash or smashing foot.
Yeah.
And I'm like pausing it. I'm like, when are you coming back? I'm like, sit down. Like I was like, you can't miss.
You're
this
like, I
part.
need you to see this.
And then he watched it and he's like, why would you even save that part for me? I'm like, well, it's like the best part of the movie.
Kathy Bates, right? She plays the
Kathy Bates, she's so
evil
good
freaking
in that movie.
biggest fan. Yeah, she's so good.
And actually, remember Buddy from Elf? His dad in the movie is the guy.
The writer. He's like a famous
yeah.
writer or something, right?
You've seen
And
that, right, Buds?
I
Misery.
think so, but it's been a long
Yeah,
time.
so you would know if you saw it.
That's
Maybe
good.
But
I
he's like
haven't.
traveling through the snow and he gets a car accident and
Yeah,
it's pretty bad and he's
his
in
legs
pretty
are
bad shape.
broken.
But he gets
Oh,
saved by
when
this
she's taking care of him.
Yeah, and then she like is
Yeah.
basically like keeping him kind of sick and like
I remember that.
can't
Mm.
use the phone, and she's trying to get him to write the story she wants
Mm.
to write because he had killed off this main character in his book. Anyway, I'm totally off topic. Okay,
Crazy.
Dilly, what's your
Yeah,
get?
what's your get it made?
So I've got a couple.
Okay.
First, we're going to start out with 2020 has been rough. We all know this. We need some comedies here, you guys.
Oh God,
So,
yes, let's do
Here
it.
we go, right?
Okay.
Hot Shots Part, huh?
Ooh. Yeah.
Right? I haven't thought about the cast yet, but that's the
Okay.
title.
Okay, I like
We had Part 2. Now we got Part, huh? All right? Hot Shots. It's been a minute since we had a Hot Shots movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta admit. So
That's a
we
good
need some
one.
more of that slapstick airplane style comedy. But instead of Leslie Nielsen, maybe we could get Joe Biden to like kind of cameo into that role. just for,
That's a good idea.
boost his popularity a little bit.
Mhm.
Next, we have the return of one of my favorite creatures from childhood. That's your boy Alf.
Yes.
Yes, but like a new.
Return of the Milmac.
Yes.
There you go. Like
Oh,
a reboot,
really good.
basically.
like a new,
reboot
like
series.
a series.
Yes, a series, a TV,
And would you
television
get a new puppet, like
series.
an updated puppet, or
Yeah, like an upgraded, 2020, 21.
Alf puppet? I
mhm.
mean, the reboots are all the rage right now.
Why not
They're doing it all over
I
the
mean,
place.
let's get some Alf.
They have
Return of the Milmac.
a Saved by the Bell, which looks terrible.
That's
So I think
bad.
Alf
Yeah,
would have been
terrible.
way better.
Alf never gets old. You know, he's the same age. He stays the same.
Exactly. That's actually a great point. So it could just be Alf like with another family.
Mm-hmm. I also thought it'd be cool to bring back Mork and Mindy.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I kind of have a feeling about there's certain people who you just shouldn't try to redo it, and I feel like Robin Williams is one. Like, you just no one can do things better than him, like ever.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like
that's true.
If you were to reboot this and you had someone else playing his character, I'd be like, nah, dude.
Okay, yeah, it just didn't work. Okay, we'll get past that. Okay, but I do have for my last one. I tapped into the movies.
Okay.
And this is one of my ultimate favorite movies from, I think it's from the 80s for sure. And that's Big Trouble in Little China.
Ooh, yeah.
Wait,
Can we get a part 2? Like,
is that
Kirk Douglas could still pull it off.
Douglas. Dude, Kirk Douglas could hella pull it off, bro.
Wait, did I say Kirk Douglas?
No, it's
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell could still pull it off.
No, that's what I meant.
I love me some Kurt Russell.
Yeah, he could do it.
Dude, Kurt.
Dude, you know what?
Russell.
Real quick, I got a second one to add to that. If we're gonna bring in that Kurt Russ,
what? Overboard.
Let's have
Snake Plissken? Escape from New. No, they already did that.
No, Backdraft.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I love
modern day Backdraft.
I think a modern day, and you know what? I bet the kind of like the CGI or the computer kind of graphics could be better now. You could do some. They almost. You know what they would do though? I already know it. What they would do if they made it in 2020 or 2021 is they would actually almost overdo it. Like, you know how in the newer Die Hards, he was doing things that are like humanly impossible.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they would do with Backdraft if they did it.
Because you know who could be like the chiseled old like firefighter? Josh Brolin.
There we go. There you go.
Maybe we should have a.
He's going to be busy already making a couple films that I recast him in. So we'll see. We'll talk to his agent. You know, but he could be busy.
Busy.
That's a good call though. Yeah, that would be awesome. Backdraft.
I do want to see. I would love to see. You know what we should just do with Kurt Russell right now is he should just remake, just starting from like, you know, some of his really old movies and just start remaking all of his movies, but like as an older person.
I mean, you could do Escape from New York, obviously.
Oh yeah,
Snake Plissken.
I think Overboard would be hilarious.
Well, they just had a reboot of that, which was garbage.
I know, but
it would have been so much better with him.
And they like switched it around where it was like they switched the gender roles, but he's still married to Goldie Hawn, or they're not married, but they're still together. And wouldn't it be so funny if they like made that movie together again?
Were they ever married though?
No, they've never gotten married.
Yeah, but they've always been together.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
And the only reason I know that is because yesterday I was at the grocery store and they're on the cover of People magazine and it says, "We never got married because something." And I was like, "Oh, they never got married." So I only learned that yesterday.
Okay, that's a fun fact.
Yeah, fun fact. But so I know it's almost Christmas time, and I feel like you guys haven't seen this movie, Christmas Chronicles, yet. But I really feel like both of you guys need to watch this before our Christmas episode next week because Kurt Russell is Santa Claus and Goldie Hawn is Mrs. Claus. And she's like literally in it for a second at the end. And it's just funny because at the very end, they show who Mrs. Claus is and it's Goldie Hawn. But it's like Kurt Russell is everything that you want Santa Claus to be, dude. Like, you guys have to see this movie. It's one of my all-time new favorite Christmas movies. Okay. And they just made a Christmas Chronicles 2, which I haven't seen yet because I'm like waiting for it to get closer. But are you guys trying to watch that before next week? Because I really, now that we've talked about Kurt Russell, you guys need to see this. It's on Netty.
I like Kurt Russ.
You guys got to watch it, dude. He's so good in it.
I'll watch it if it's got Kurt Russell in it.
Yeah. Okay. So any of you sidekicks listening to this, watch Christmas Chronicles or Christmas Chronicles 2, or both. And we're going to talk about it next week on our Christmas episode.
Got it.
All right, guys. Well, that was a great segment, Dilly. Thank you so much for coming with all those great ideas.
Let's get it made. Let's get something made.
Okay, so our next segment is overrated, underrated. Now we're doing it a little different this week. We picked a director and we're going to kind of go through their movie list and see what we think is overrated or underrated, or if they are, or if they're perfectly rated.
Perfect.
Do we just say rated? If that's the case,
right? We're just like
it's
done.
rated.
It's
Okay.
rated.
Rated.
So
Gotcha.
we're gonna do Quentin Tarantino, which I actually feel like is kind of hard because, he's
He's
pretty popular.
revolutionary.
Yeah, and he's very popular, and there might be this. What I think is what I'm hoping is that there are some sidekicks that disagree with what we say, and maybe there's some people think that he's just overrated. I don't think that. I don't think any of us think that.
Mm-mm.
But I'm kind of hoping there is somebody out there that's like doesn't like his movies or doesn't get it.
Yeah, just thinks he's crap, right?
Right. Or it's just
We want
like,
to hear from that person.
yeah, I would love to hear
I
that
don't.
opinion because I think we're all very, very positive towards this man.
Can we just refer to him as Cutie? QT?
Yeah, QT. Let's do it. Cutie. So we're going to do cute. So should I just kind of start with I'm just going to go. This is going to go in chronological.
Let's just run down the chain here.
Okay, so the first one is Reservoir Dogs. Now, I personally think this one is a little underrated, even though I know that people that like this movie love this movie, but I just don't think that a lot of times when people talk about Quentin Tarantino movies, this one is like in the top talkings. I think it's one of his better ones. And I think a lot of times there's other ones that aren't as good that get way more fanfare.
See, I feel this one's kind of perfect. I feel like it's kind of where it should be.
You don't think it should get more?
It's good, but I don't feel it's top tier.
Oh, I think it's top tier. I love this one.
I think when you think of a QT movie, like this is one of his best works, Reservoir Dogs, 100%. It came a little earlier in his career.
Yeah.
So I would say it's rated, it's regarded as it should be, like one of his better movies that he's directed.
Well, honestly, it looks like on this list that it's his first one that he wrote and directed.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it's his first one. There's nothing before it. So I like that. Okay, next one is Pulp Fiction. So, and this is just another thing where it's like, I feel like, when people talk about Quentin Tarantino, it's like, Kill Bill, Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction's always mentioned, but I think Reservoir Dogs is better than Pulp Fiction.
See, I don't feel that way. I love Pulp Fiction.
Mm-hmm.
Probably one of my favorites of all time.
I think that's about as good as it gets.
Yeah.
With Tarantino, I think that is probably his best work. His best work, I think, is Pulp Fiction.
I think it's perfectly rated. I don't think it's overrated by any means.
No.
But
I think it is his best movie, though.
I do get kind of confused sometimes. Like, I can't jump.
How it ties it all together?
Yeah, like, I can't jump right in. Like, I can't jump right into the movie. Like, what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I'm just kind of like, wait, what's happening? Or if I like don't pay attention for like 2 seconds, it's just like it's a little convoluted sometimes, I think.
I don't feel that way. I feel it's such a good, like, coming of circle all the way around. It was just so good.
It is. I mean, Bruce Willis
ties
is
everyone together in like a good bow.
Yeah, I think what I think in this movie is everybody is good in it. Like, Bruce Willis is amazing. Uma Thurman's good. Even and I normally don't like this man because I think it's a total weirdo. John Travolta is amazing in it.
Mm-hmm.
But I really, in most scenarios, think this guy is just terrible. Like, I think
there's so many good quotes to this movie.
Yeah, Samuel Jackson's great. No, it's a good movie. I think it's it's definitely not over.
Quentin Tarantino in it, super funny.
Yeah. I think it's great. Okay, so next one is Jackie Brown.
See, I'm gonna go ahead and say this is probably one of his. This one didn't do it for me. I was not a fan of Jackie Brown.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna call this overrated for sure for a Quentin Tarantino film. This ranks at the bottom, at least for me.
No, for me too. Absolutely. I think it's at the bottom for me.
And there is some people out there that think this is like one of his most underrated works, but
okay. What do you think?
Nah.
Yeah, it's not a big one for me. Never has been.
Okay, so we got Kill Bill 1 and 2. Now, I can't. I'm so glad Logan's not in the room because he would kill me if I said this, but I think they're kind of overrated.
What?
Like everybody is so obsessed with these movies, and like I don't know. I'd rather watch other ones, you know. And it's like I can't. I've seen them, and I think it's good, but like Logan can just rewatch Kill Bill, like just rewatch it, and I'm like, no, I cannot rewatch it, and especially Volume 2 is like Volume 1. I think is way better, but I still am just like, I'm saying it's good, but it's like it's for me, it's towards the bottom.
Okay.
For me personally.
Gotcha. I love the Kill Bills. It's not Pulp Fiction for me. It's not Reservoir Dogs, but it's right there. You know, it's just like one below that. I mean, the sword play. You had David Carradine in this movie. Like, I mean, everybody did such an awesome job. The fight scenes in this thing was fantastic.
It's shot beautifully, just like what he's saying. The fight scenes, dude, where she's fighting all of them in was that Japan?
Yeah.
In that club, dude. That part is so sweet.
It's fantastic.
So much blood and everything. It's just primo.
Yep. I think just for me, why it goes a little lower is just like the story to me is just kind of like
the Black Mamba. You didn't like that?
No, it's just I don't know. I would just rather watch a different one. If I was gonna, if someone's like, hey, let's put on a Quentin Tarantino, I'm not gonna pick Kill Bill. I'm gonna pick another one. So our next one, actually, I've never seen is Grindhouse Death Proof. Now, Dilly, you've seen this, correct?
Yeah. So Grindhouse was a double feature release where they did Death Proof, which was directed by Tarantino, and then they had Planet Terror, which was directed by Robert Rodriguez.
Oh, right.
And those kind of came out as a double feature. I enjoyed Death Proof. It was a pretty legit movie. It has our boy Kurt Russell in it. You know what I mean? Again, yeah. He plays like this deranged, like maniac driver of this muscle car that's basically like a death trap, but he can't die in it, you know. But I liked it. You know, it's probably mid-level for me. I think it's more one of his underrated films.
Oh, right. You know what? I would. The thing is I've literally, until we looked at this list, had never heard of this. So I'm actually super interested in watching it because I think of myself as like a pretty decent Tarantino fan. Typically, when he comes out with a movie, I see it and I normally like it. So I'm like super interested. I'm gonna have to see if this is streaming somewhere.
Planet Terror is good too. Yeah, watch both of them.
What do you think, buddy?
I think it's, you know, right up there. It isn't on my higher of the list, but I think it's about rated where it should be. I don't think it's over or under.
Okay, so next we got Inglourious Bastards. Now, I love this movie. This is one of the ones I like to watch over and over.
I would have to say this movie is overrated for me.
Okay.
This is probably one of the last movies I'll pick of his. I hate this movie.
What about you, Dill?
Same. This is overrated for me. Like people love this movie. It was decent, but like for a Tarantino film, it just didn't have the qualities that I like in a Tarantino.
Right.
It had some, you know, head smashing, and it was decent. But I put Inglourious down like kind of lower on the list. It's definitely highly overrated.
That's how I feel, and everybody always gives me so much flack. I thought Dilly was going to give me flack for it. Everybody's just like, Inglourious Basterds is one of his best movies, and I do not feel that way.
Oh,
I disagree.
It's probably probably lowest or second to lowest for me.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it was better than Jackie Brown. I'll give it that.
So, please, absolutely.
Plus.
Okay. This next one is actually super up top for me, dude. This is like really in the top 1 or 2 for me. This next one is Django Unchained.
Oh, so good.
So
good.
This one is like, I don't know I don't know I actually don't know if it's underrated or overrated because I don't actually have a good grasp of like what people think of this movie, but I am obsessed with this movie. I love Jamie Foxx in it. Leonardo DiCaprio is amazing. The guy that's like the dentist guy, I can't remember his name. He was in Inglourious Basterds too. I love that guy. Oh, I just love this movie. I love it.
I just love when everybody gets shot. They fall back like 4 feet, dude. Just the blood,
Yeah.
just all of it. It was so good. I thought it was funny at times. It was
Yeah.
really serious at times.
Yeah.
It was just overall very, very, very high on my list for him.
Yeah. Me too. Dill?
Overrated.
What?
Yep. I mean, do I have to be the one to tell you guys this? Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
It was overrated, you guys. Like, I'm not saying it was a
God,
bad
no.
movie,
Wow.
but it's not up there with like
It's
Reservoir and Pulp Fiction. No, it's not.
What?
I'll put it in there with like it's above Inglorious.
But you think
but
it's below Kill Bill?
not upper tier.
It's an
Kill
upper tier.
Bill. I would choose Kill Bill over this.
I can't believe you don't like Django Unchained. I love
Django,
it.
dude. That's
I'm
I'll
saying
watch
this.
that over.
Overrated.
So good. No.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm glad. I mean, this is why we do these because we like
Mhm.
to disagree,
Mhm.
to agree, or agree
Sorry,
to
guys.
disagree. Okay, so the next one, this is another one I really like, is the Hateful Eight, which I actually, again, I don't really have a good grasp, but I almost feel like it's underrated because I don't feel like I hear a ton about it, but I think it's an amazing story and a great movie. And I love how it's just like kind of takes place all in that one spot, and you know they kind of keep going back in time. And how do you guys like that one?
It's low tier for me. It was
it's
okay.
It's kind of funny. We kind of like different Tarantino movies. Well, except for Django.
It wasn't, as much as I had got really excited, for his next new movie. I just remember walking out and feeling just kind of like, it was cool, but not what I had
I
hoped.
think it's like you gotta let it simmer. Like I actually think you need to watch it again. But doesn't it have Russell in it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it does. I think you're right.
I can't really comment on this one because I've only seen a little bit of it.
Yeah,
so
it's got
I
Kurt
really can't
Russell
offer.
and Samuel L. Jackson.
Russell?
Yeah,
Russell.
Kurt Russell. You guys, wait. So you haven't seen it?
I've seen it.
No,
I've seen a little bit of it, but not enough to really,
it didn't
gauge it.
like it wasn't a hitter for you, or what? Why didn't you watch it all?
I don't know. It just didn't pull me in at all.
Didn't resonate with young Dill.
I don't know, you guys. Honestly, I sat down because Logan was like, "Oh, this is like a really good movie," and I was kind of like, "It doesn't really seem like something I would like," but it's Quentin Tarantino, so I'll watch it. And it had, Kurt Russell, and I was like obsessed with it. I loved it, every single minute of it, because it's just like, it's just one of those, it's just kind of like one of his classic stories. I think that kind of like. They keep going back to kind of show you how they came to this one spot. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And it's like everything kind of unfolds, and I don't know. I think it's it's kind of his classic way that he tells the story.
Maybe I'll have to go back and check back into that one.
I think you need to check back into it because I think it's amazing. I love it.
I might like it better than Django. Who knows?
No.
Well,
It's highly possible.
no, Django's like, I think, number 2 or 3 for me.
It's up there for me. I really like that movie.
Okay, the next one and the last one is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I like it. I think it is one of his better movies, and I think the reason why is I like that he took a story that we all knew that was real and put his own spin on it.
Right.
And it was really fun to be in Hollywood around that time with him doing it. Mm-hmm. So it's higher up on my list with him.
What do you think, Dill?
I actually haven't seen this one yet, but I remember when Buddy saw it, he liked it. So I think I would probably enjoy this film. I don't know if I would like put it up high with the rest, but I haven't seen it, so I think it would probably be like middle of the road for me. I've seen trailers and stuff.
To watch it.
So I actually haven't seen it either, which actually seems crazy because Leo is like my all-time favorite actor. But I am noticing actually that Dilly, as time has gone on, you've kind of chilled out on Quentin Tarantino. Like you don't like his movies, his later movies as much as his older stuff.
I think you could. That's probably a true statement. I think it's like a band. You know what I mean? Like their first album is dope, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? And the second one's good too, usually.
Right. But then they just keep going.
I mean, and then like 3 and 4, and like you're like, okay, this is kind of garbage now at this point. Like I see you're trying to do it, but you lost like that thing
like
that you had.
like the edge or something.
Yeah,
you just you're new.
It happens. It happens.
But do you think it's
manufacture inspiration?
Right.
I think when he was younger, he really that's when his best works came out.
But do you feel it's because it was so fresh back then, and now so many people have kind of there's a whole genre of just Quentin Tarantino like esque films now. When he was doing it, it was different. It was new. Nobody was doing that, and now it's just so easy for people to kind of mimic his style.
What do you think? I don't. I mean, not for me, really. I mean, I do see that there is a lot of films that are that style. They try to mimic it, like you said, but it's just like when you watch Pulp Fiction, there's something like special about just the whole thing. Like I don't. And the same with Reservoir Dogs, and I know he didn't direct From Dusk Till Dawn, but that was like he wrote that one too, and that was good too. But we didn't mention that.
And but True Romance,
yeah, he wrote that. So yeah, I think he just kind of tapered off as he got a little bit later into his career. He's still a great director, but I think his best works came out in the early stages.
His best is yet to come.
The best has already happened, type of thing.
Star Trek. He's into a Star Trek movie.
That's right. I actually, it seems to like I get, even though Reservoir Dogs is like actually maybe my favorite one, and Pulp Fiction's maybe number 2. Then it kind of cools for me for a while, and then I start to really like it later on, like with Inglourious Bastards and Django and all that. So I kind of come back up on him. I'm like ramping up on my like for him.
You guys both need to watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah,
and
I think that's back. That should be part of our homework.
Yes, please.
Okay, so moving on, actually, we're going right into our favorite segment every week. No. Dilly's
the favorite
gaming
segment.
corner.
Oh, sorry. Favorite segment. All right, play my intro music.
Okay.
It's Dilly's gaming corner. Let's play.
So Sony is pulling Cyberpunk 2077 from the PlayStation Store and offering full refunds for anyone who bought the game from the digital storefront.
Why?
And that is like unheard of. Like they never give refunds. But I mean, this has been the most anticipated game of this year for sure. It just came out. This thing was pushed back multiple times so they could polish it up. And apparently it's just a hot turd.
Are you serious? Like what? Like coding wise, or the game sucks?
Several things. I think the game, like the story and everything, is good, but just like bugs and glitches and like crashes have, some of the graphics have really not been the best. So players have found that Cyberpunk 2077, which has only been out for a little bit more than 1 week, is riddled with bugs. And while the game looks and performs well in backwards compatibility mode on the PS5, it is prone to routine crashes and a number of distracting visual glitches. On the PS4, however, the game fares a lot worse. Eurogames reported of poor performance, low frame rate, and texture pop-ins.
Oh, weird.
The game has already been removed from the PlayStation Store for a few of the Verge staffers on their PS5s. And the game doesn't come up in the search for Cyberpunk 2077 on the web version of the store. If you following older online listing links to the game, it will show the store page, but the option to buy is not there. You can only put it on your wish list. So it's unclear when Sony plans to return Cyberpunk to the PlayStation Store. The company's note says the game will be unavailable in its digital format until further notice. It is also not clear if Microsoft plans to similarly yank the game from its digital storefront or offer full refunds. Microsoft didn't immediately reply to a request for comment. This totally gives me like flashbacks of Titanfall 1 and
right.
Anthem,
Mhm.
right? I
Yeah.
get those vibes. Like they're so hyped up and like everybody's waiting for these games. And when they come out, they're just hot shit. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
they should have never even be released in the state. And it's the same apparently with Cyberpunk. I haven't played it. I got a lot of people that are playing it, so I can't really give you a review on it. It looks fun. It's got Keanu in it, but apparently it's just a hot mess.
Ouch. For them to retract a game, it's got to be
Right?
really
It's got to be
bad.
pretty bad to give full refunds. Like they don't do that. Like it's really hard to get a refund on something that you bought digitally from the storefront.
Right.
And this is some funny news. So a Space Force member reportedly skipped class to get a PS5, but got demoted instead. Right.
What?
So the Space Force appears to be not so sympathetic to the mission that seems to have been captured by many Americans about getting the PS5. So one of its members has reportedly been reprimanded and demoted for being 30 minutes late to a physical training session
Ooh.
because he was trying to get one of the PS5 consoles, according to a post on the Air Force webpage, Facebook webpage. So there was a letter that was like written like a discipline letter. So according to this letter, the unnamed airman texted his superior officer that he was going to be 30 minutes late to his fitness improvement program as he had been driving around to multiple targets, and I mean the store, trying to get the PS5. The airman then added YOLO PS5, according to the letter of discipline. So it turns out that showing up late was somewhat of a habit for this guy, which the second part of the letter seems to imply. Whatever it was, the move earned the airman a demotion to E4 senior airman to E3 airman first class, which equates to about $220 reduction in pay per month.
Damn.
So got wrapped up on that
That's
PS5.
so funny
YOLO.
that he texts YOLO.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh my
Gotta
god.
give me
Story,
that
guys.
PS5.
What is this, like 2009 or something?
Yeah. So, usually I try to keep it pretty upbeat on Dilly's Gaming Corner. I don't cover too much darker stuff, but this is my corner. I do what I want here.
Yeah.
What you want, man?
This is my corner. I talk about what I want. So, in some darker news, you guys,
Oh my
this
God.
happened like
What?
today.
What?
A Michigan man stabs his parents after they told him that he needed to turn off his video games.
Oh my God.
No
Killed
way.
his stepdad, y'all.
Killed his stepdad. How's
Some
his
guy
mom?
in Michigan.
Is
The
his mom
mom survived, but like in ICU, like it's not looking good. So I'm not going to get too much into this, but yeah, like this dude, obviously there's some mental health issues going on.
He might have
But
stabbed him
they
over
told
some
him
other
to like
shit.
turn off his game because they wanted to go to sleep, and he attacked the mom. The stepdad got a knife and tried to defend like himself and protect his wife. The son or the stepson got the knife, stabbed the guy to death, stabbed the mom. Like it's bad. So R.I.P.
Oh,
It's crazy
Oh.
news, right?
This is why video games are bad for people.
And this is totally my segue into the next article, and that's bad, I know. But this is, like I said, I do what I want on this show. So the New York Times recently did an article titled "The Video Games That Got Us Through 2020." So here are some of the titles that they listed. Okay.
Okay. This is good.
Age of Empires.
Mhm.
I think that's an iPhone game. The Elder Scrolls Blades.
Mhm.
I could see how that could get you through like years of your life. You just get lost in something like that. Animal Crossing. That's a
really?
huge one. People love that.
Mhm.
Get that on the Switch. Persona 5 Royale. I don't know what that is. Sounds like a battle royale game. Warplanes, World War II Dogfight, Call of Duty Warzone, of course, and Fallout 4. So those are some of the top games that people have been surviving this crazy year. So I thought it only right to give my reflection of 2020 and the games that got Scolardo through.
Let's hear it.
Hold on. Can I
Crazy.
pick? Can I know? Can I do my own 5 that I think it is?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay,
I would
go.
have to say it is going to be PUBG.
Okay.
It's going to be UFC.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be Hold on. Oh, Mario Kart, or no,
Mario
that
Kart.
Mario. Remember the one that he made us do?
Mario 34.
Yeah, Mario 34. And then number 4 would have to be Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. And number 5 would have to be. I don't have a 5.
That's pretty good. You got, I mean, all of those are on my list, plus a few more. So we're gonna start this off with Rocket League.
Oh,
Okay.
what?
Come on, man, you gotta play some Rocket League.
I
to
just
get
feel
your-
you never play that much, and I love that game.
I play quite a bit. I mean, you've seen my score in my
I
levels,
know
like
your score.
way up there. It's free to play now, by the way, so anybody can get on there and play some free Rocket League. Hell of a game. Bought it for Sterling, by the way.
Great game.
Excuse me, where's my gift?
don't have an
Tetris
Xbox.
99 is my next game that's has gotten me through this year. So this is sort of a switch shot out. Tetris 99 and, like you said, Mario 35. Those are my
Okay.
jam on the Switch. Like if I'm on the Switch, that's what I'm playing. Next we have, like Buddy mentioned, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2, the remake.
good.
Fantastic
So good.
game.
So good.
I spent a good amount of time beating that entire game. It's 100% done. Both games.
Nice.
Knocked it out. It's a wrap. I love it. Probably one of my favorite titles from this year. Next, which you didn't mention, this is a newer one that I have, but it's a remake. This is the Destroy All Humans remake that they did. Awesome game. You're like this little alien that comes into town and like you can anal probe people and like disguise yourself as them. You can telekinesis cows and like throw them like hundreds of feet in the air. Great game. Really fun to just kill some time with. Comedy. Next is Man Eater. This is a new one that I have, and you play as a shark, a child shark, if you will. And you sort of like you kind of get larger, and the more that you eat, you get larger, and you can eat, other fish. You can jump out of water and snack on humans. It's like a pretty fun ass game. I've just started playing it, but I really like it. Man Eater.
Dilly probably listens to that song Baby Shark when he plays that game.
You notice I
Oh.
said child shark because I wasn't trying to say the words. But
Baby
you said,
shark. You did say
Hey.
child shark.
Mm,
Don't do it, you guys. Don't do it.
Baby shark. So it's a good one. Next is Gang Beasts. That's my jam. That's a lot of fun. You can gather the homies up. This last two, Buddy hit it on the head. This is my number 2. My number 1, number 2 is EA Sports UFC 4. I will kick your ass, anybody's ass in this game. Please, we could get it at any time. Just send me a message. We can get this. We can handle it if you want. And my go-to, they got me through 75% of this year. 100% pub to the jizzle. Like there's. I've been on this game solid ever since launch. It's been my number 1 player. I love it. It keeps getting better. And I'll just play this thing forever. I love PUBG. There's nothing like the intensity of a PUBG match. It's like so real. You drop in, there's 100 players. You got your
so much
squads.
fun.
You know what I mean? It's so, it's just fun. It's hyper realistic. If you get shot up, like your dad, your team has to, come get you. You played for a minute, but love PUBG.
Fun.
That is 100% got me through this year. So if you guys want to play with me, hit me up. Don Dilly, DONDILLY. I'm on the Xbox and I'm on the Switch.
Get
me up
that
on the
chicken.
Games going.
Get that chicken dinner.
Get that
Get that
chicken.
chicken.
Thank you, Dilly.
You're welcome.
That was a great list. I actually can say this with some pretty good confidence, but you play too many video games.
No, I don't play enough. I don't think.
No, you play too many video games. I've never heard of like just a huge percentage of all of that.
Oh, that's like
I was like, what is he saying?
just a drop in the well right there. Like if you go to the list of games, like if you're one of my friends, you can see all the games that I have achievements in. It's mind numbing. It really is.
The only person that could give him a run for his money was HTC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Hector, he'd be on there, dude. He's right up. He's got a ton of gamer points, man. He's hard to catch. He's dedicated to his craft for sure.
I like it. All right, well, let's get into some sidekick mayo. We have 3 mails. We have one from Christopher Neal, one from Mammy, and one from Brother James. Now, of course, Dilly is going to read Brother James. I'm going to read Mammy. So why don't you start with Chris Neal?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So this is from Chris Neal. Is it 2021 yet?
Please.
Damn, it's not. I'm still upset over Mando's ship being obliterated.
Yes.
However, Disney's Star Wars and Marvel announcements did ease the pain. You guys had a really good picks on your recast of The Fifth Element, and I'd like to give you mine. For Gary Oldman, I would pick Rainn Wilson.
Rainn Wilson
Ooh.
from The Office. Now, I
Yeah.
didn't pick anyone from The Office, so let's just congratulate me on that.
All right. For Bruce Willis, my pick would be Hugh Jackman,
That's a good one.
Ooh, I
That's
do
a
like
good
that.
one. I like that one. Okay.
Wolverine himself. And my pick for Mila Jovovich would be Emilia Clarke.
Oh, right. The Mother of
That's,
Dragons, right?
That's Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Game of
right?
Thrones. That's actually pretty good.
That's good.
That
call
could be
right
a
there.
fun movie right
I
there.
like that one. Mhm.
Amelia
Rainn
is-
Wilson is the weird one for me, though.
Yeah.
But anyway, keep going.
Amelia is my reach, but I also think she could pull off the action sequences.
For sure.
For giggles, my Chris Tucker recast would be Ryan Reynolds.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Everything I watch him
funny.
in now, thinking about recasting. So thanks for that. Dilly, did you get Cyberpunk? And if so, is it good enough to spin those doll hairs? Let me know. As always, hope you guys are all safe and well, and your families too. P.S. I just started watching Lovecraft Country, and oh my god, Christopher Giancarlo Esposito Neal.
I gotta
He has a
rewatch
new
that.
name.
You know what? I actually would love. You know what? We should actually think about this as having Chris Neal on as maybe because I feel like all of us fell off of Lovecraft Country. None of
We
us
did.
finished
We
it.
did.
And but it's like a really big movie or series, and it does really well, and people are really loving it, and it's like a lot of money put into it. And I think it would actually be fun to maybe get in a little deeper with that with Chris Neal.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Chris
That'd
Neal.
be
So yeah,
fun.
let's get him on the show. And Chris, yeah, hold off on Cyberpunk, bro. Like it's a hot mess right now.
Yeah.
Just wait, let them work out the kinks. And I think it's a good game. I really do, but it needs some time. They have to patch it up a few times. I'd give it like a month and
It
month or
might be
two or so.
doo-doo.
Yeah, it's hot
Sorry.
Duke, hot
Uh,
Deuce at the moment.
okay, let's see.
Mammy?
Our next email is from Mammy.
Hey, Mammy.
Hey,
Mammy. Oh,
yay!
what happened? Hold on. My computer just was being vid.
Oh my gosh.
That
It was It was being vid. Hold on.
Oh no.
Oh, here we go. I think I got it. Okay. She starts with a quote. But the prettiest sight to see is the holy that will be on your own front door. Sure, it's Christmas once more.
Mm-hmm.
Happy greetings from the Nickerson home front. Just a few precious memories. There were so she's going through some family memories here. There were so many presents strewn around the decorated Christmas tree that baby cheese, she called me baby cheese. Baby cheese looked like a baby doll unwrapped laying on the floor. Baby cheese got her dress, and her handicapped Barbie doll got a matching dress for Christmas. Okay, that's hilarious because mom used to always make Barbie doll dresses for me, like with a sewing machine. Do you know how tiny Barbie dresses are?
Yeah.
Let's see. Baby cheese wants the angel, and Mad King was baby jury. Okay.
Wait, what?
Okay, so when we were younger,
We'd have to do the manger scene.
our mom used to dress all 5 of us kids up as in the manger scene. So there would be like Joseph, Virgin Mary, baby Jesus, there's an angel, and then like a shepherd.
Mhm.
And before Buddy was born, we used to use like a baby doll. But then when Buddy was born, he became baby Jesus.
Dang right.
no wonder
Dear
he thinks he's
6 pound 9 ounce baby
special.
Jesus.
Said
I'd like to thank
baby
you
person.
for all this Mountain Dew and this Taco Bell that we have.
Okay, another Christmas memory is Mad King wanted a BMX bike for Christmas. He wrote a letter to Santa with a very vivid description, but Santa got the wrong color.
Thanks a lot.
Let's see. The Mad King wish for years was his own bedroom. He finally got his wish at 15 years old.
Yeah. Pretty bad.
That's so sad, brother. Oh my God, you poor thing. My favorite Christmas was a doll with a salon chair to do her hair. And so this is Mammy's favorite Christmas was her doll with a salon chair and her hair and an easy bake oven. Actually, easy bake ovens are pretty dope. You can make like some pretty good treats in those. My most memorable Christmas is when a few houses down from my childhood home, a family moved in Christmas Eve and they had nothing except for the clothes on their back. My mom had us pick our favorite Christmas present and gave it to the neighbors along with our Christmas dinner. I mean, that's really sweet, but she made you pick your favorite one?
Yeah.
I'm like, how about my least favorite one?
Those some life lessons right there. That's why Mammy's so awesome.
I know. And Graham. I know this is quite a different holiday than last year. Remember, when we are surrounded by challenges and the world seems chaotic, Superman stated, I think a hero is an ordinary individual who finds strength to preserve and endure in spite of overwhelming obstacles. Love, Mammy.
Thanks,
I like
Mammy.
that quote a
That's
lot.
good.
That was very good.
I think that quote is actually something we should all think about. We're all heroes.
In this
Well, we're hardly
dark
heroes.
time. It's always darkest before the light.
Thank you, Mammy, so much for writing in.
Thanks, Mammy. Love you, Mammy.
Love you, ma'ams. Oh my God, I'm just still cracking up about that BMX bike. You must have been so pissed. You're like, excuse me, Santa Claus?
I didn't want pink.
I gave you a detailed description.
Right.
Okay, next email is from Brother James.
This is from Brother James. Okay, and this is titled "You Want That Smoke?" Question mark. Yeah, I want it. I'll say it. Dilly did beat me in Tecmo Bowl, but only by a touchdown. Now that is not true. I beat him by like 9 points. That's more than a touchdown.
Okay, a little bit more.
Yeah. He forgot to mention the supreme ass whooping he got on Mario Kart just minutes before the Tecmo Bowl game. Did I forget to mention that?
Yeah.
I did. He had been texting me for the past few days with each text stating, quote unquote, "You want that Mario Kart smoke?" Well, he was choking on my smoke all race. This is true. He kicked my ass in Mario Kart. I'm not gonna lie. Cheese Doodle. I got 3 Beatles records and I didn't hear anything when I played them backwards. Conspiracy denied.
Okay,
Mad King is and will always be first mic. Mic drop.
Thanks, brother.
I got a Does It Rock? Question mark. Thank you, because I actually have to make a statement about my last Does It Rock. So Horse Neck, he says, porcelain ass or pin 5. It's off their new album, Fever Dream. Now that you're not in the studio, are we gonna get some surprise guests again? Let's get it. Love, Brother James, aka Skill R Doe's bestie. Happy holidays to all the sidekicks and patrons of the show. Much love. Thank you, Brother James.
Thanks, Brother James. Love you.
Thank you for sending me a Does It Rock. I did, while these guys were pre-dicking, I listened to Horseneck, both songs, and their local band, right? Yeah, they're from SAC. I think we know one of the members, the guitar player. He's from our high school.
Are they on Spotify?
I think so. You can find it on YouTube for sure. You can find their album. I listened to both tracks. I like it. It does rock. It's not like super heavy. It's kind of reminded me of like Queens of the Stone Age a little bit, but a little like heavier.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna give it a Does It Rock, but I do have to make a redaction.
What? From
an
last
addendum,
week?
if you will. Yeah, I made a mistake, you guys.
What'd you say? It better not be about Beebs.
It's about Bieber, dude. Like I started thinking about this. I was like, you know what? No, this is all on my own. I made a mistake, so I'm correcting this. Look,
yeah,
I'm not saying that he's a bad artist because he's not. He's a good artist. He's very talented. But does he rock?
Oh, okay, I
No,
see.
he doesn't
Okay.
rock.
Okay,
So
that's fine.
I needed to get that
Okay.
off my
Okay.
chest because
Okay.
it's just been bugging the crap
I
out of me.
agree with that. I see where you're going with that because yeah, it's like
Like he's a
rocking
good
and
artist.
right.
It's a
Okay.
different thing. Like we
Okay.
talked about Lil Wayne. Like Lil Wayne can rock. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Like he skates. You know, like he's the man. Bieber's the man too, but his music for me doesn't rock
Okay.
like some of the others. So I needed to
Okay.
get. I needed to tell the
I
listeners
feel
that.
you're very more creditable now. that
Yeah,
you've said
I'm
that.
sorry. Before, and I needed to say that before somebody wrote in and was like, "What's up with
Yeah.
Dilly?" You know,
We're
like
like we're not even taking his doesn't rock anymore because
so. Correction stated.
all right, cool. All right, well thanks everybody for writing in. Yeah, so that's our show. We do have an After Dark today, so if you are a patron and a subscriber, then you're going to get a new episode tomorrow.
Yep. Where can they find us,
Mhm.
Cheese?
They can find us at YouTube at Harley Heroes. They can find us at Facebook at Harley Heroes. They can find us on Instagram at Harley Heroes. They can find us on Twitter at Harley Heroes.
Number one.
And they can also hook up with us on our Sidekick Sanctorum on Facebook. You can go to our Hardly Heroes website. You can email us directly at hardlyheroes@gmail.com. You can also go to any of our Sector 7 Salon socials. And yeah.
Yeah. And remember to download the After Dark. Best way to support the show.
Go to
And,
Podbean, find
yeah,
Hardly
go to-
Heroes, become a patron, become a subscriber. $2 or more gets you access to all the goods.
$2. That's
I
it.
Give
want
me
my
my
$2. Just give
And,
us $2, you guys. We need it.
Yeah, it's the best way to support the show. Hook it up.
Help
It
me-
is the
help me, I'm
season for
poor.
giving.
Mhm.
It is the
And-
season for giving. So sign up. It's $2 a month. You won't even notice it. And I'll tell you, it helps us out so much.
Let
really
Mammy's
does.
story be a lesson for you. When you get
Exactly.
that gift card, just you know what? Just pass that on over to us. Like subscribe. You don't
Yeah.
need that.
You don't need
Like, give
that.
it to
Just subscribe.
We need help.
We need
We
so
need
much
it.
help, you guys. We're
It's
poor.
trying times.
We love
Mhm.
We're
you.
on a
In fact, you could just send
razor-thin
it directly
budget.
to me, and I'll distribute it accordingly. If you guys want, just
Negative.
DM me. I'll send you my address or whatnot. Just
Cash App.
mhm.
All right, just remember one thing.
Disclaimer, they don't know shit.
All right, you guys have a good night.
See ya.
I love you.